Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of New Knife Friday. And I'm walking through these woods like safety James Brown. Get back! I've heard we've had some poachers on this property, and I've seen a little bit of evidence. And I figured we'd roll New Knife Friday and Machete Monday all into one. So sounds like something you might be into. Stick around. Well, I picked up this knife because it was cheap. And I feel bad because I broke one of my dad's, I think it was 2 rules. It was never buy a cheap knife and don't do drugs. And I broke one of his rules. We'll put it that way. This safety vest is kind of funny on over my backpack. She gave me water, details. So it's a mystery box, and that's probably why you clicked on this video. Or maybe you clicked on it because you like looking at my face. This lighting does nothing for my skin tone. All right, what's in the box? We have the right edge, $15 Bowie knife. That thing is funny. All right, let's make sure no animals come out here and eat these little snacks. So I believe it's a 12-inch Bowie knife. I can already see a gap between where that blade fits up against the guard. I think it said that it was a partial tang construction. Why you would make a partial tang construction out of a Bowie knife is beyond me, but I think it goes to about right here on this first screw. 15 bucks. Okay, so it cuts. Looks like we still have our edge. Holy moly. Yeah, that's some soft wood. It feels okay in the hand. It's kind of got a rubbery texture to that handle. It's kind of boxy, kind of blocky. It looks like it has an aluminum pommel on it, so you can crack somebody in the head. And it's very pointy. It's very, very pointy. Yeah, so for all my tree-hugging Nazis out there, we've got a dead piece of black tie-tie. And see if we can limb some of this stuff up so we can get to it. Get these leaves out of y'all's face. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I know I'm shaking you. You'll just have to deal with it. All right. Yeah, we got a leaf right over the camera. Okay. All right. Okay. It's weird swinging a little knife, man. So that's rotten, and this is probably rotten right here too. Yeah. It's all rotten. Dadgummit. Yeah, now this piece of tie-tie looked pretty hard, and she's dead. All right. What do you think? Got my right edge Bowie, and I'm gonna make some firewood. Ow. What just happened? I think my hand slid up into that guard. Okay. Yeah, we've got a couple little shiny spots in that edge where it kind of rolled a little bit. Handle kind of, I don't know. I mean, you know, what is this? This is just a fun little knife, right? 15 bucks? You can't be mad about 15 bucks. It looks like that gap is getting bigger between the guard and the handle. I bet in a few minutes here I'll probably be able to get something underneath it. I wish I could illustrate it. Maybe if my hand was behind it, y'all could see it better. But yeah, we've got a little gap starting right up in here. Let's see. It really bites in there, buddy. That's what these hollow grinds do. Yeah, all right, we're still together. Let's find something harder. And we're back.
Oh, you're back. Oh. Pivot. You got to pivot. Pivot. Turn. Come on now, you're dinging out the door.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're back at the workshop. We had some real work to do out there in the field, and I decided we'd finish off this here Bowie knife with the old piece of fat wood we've had in the back of the truck for a while. The Tramontina Bolo did pretty good on it. I was see if I could drop this thing without going through my floor. Okay. All right. Whew.
Man, you ain't gonna cut that thing in here, are you?
Set this bad boy up on a couple stools so we can get it at sea level.
Don't cut that thing in here.
And we'll pick up where we left off, man. I thought it'd be good to come back in the shop and show this thing, get a little close up of it too. For 15 bucks, it says stainless China. It's not rubber, it's a plastic handle. It doesn't feel terrible in the hand. The one good thing about this boxy shape that it has is it doesn't want to roll in your hand any. It kind of locks into your fingers. It's got a little notch right there that's not terrible. You could maybe get two hands up on the thing. The little bit of separation that we've got going on, maybe I can illustrate that with a piece of 220 grit. So yeah, I can slide that piece of sandpaper underneath there, and that's not terrible. It's a $15 knife off of Amazon, and we've already made a little bit of firewood with some of that black tie out there in the field, and now we need some fat wood to get our fire going.
Don't do that.
Ooh!
God dang, man, what we doing? Hey, hey!
Holy! Ooh! 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 I'm gonna have you thought my workshop was messy. Ah! Ooh! Right in the eyes. So yeah, I'm glad I put these glasses on. All right, I got fat wood everywhere, man. It looks like a woodchuck went to town in here. So, some very resiny stuff, man. That is definitely a good piece of fat wood. That was a weird sound it was making on that thing. Tink! Tink! This stainless steel. This is, there's your sappy stuff, buddy. Very pitchy, that's some good stuff, man. We could definitely get a fire going with that. Definitely get a fire going with that. We'll shave. See if we can shave a little bit off. Yeah. All right. Hey, let's see some tip retention. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, we're a little bent. Maybe we can bend it back. Little bent tip, a little bent on the tip. But daggum, that is some good stuff, man. That is some good stuff. Yeah, man, $15 little Bowie knife on Amazon. If you're into Bowie knives, and you're not into paying a whole bunch of money, it looks like our edge held up well. Our tip is it's got just a little bit of bend in it, but it's not anything terrible. I want to see if we can illustrate. It's really not anything. It's really not all that bad. And quite honestly, it might have been like, no, it definitely wasn't like that when we got it. All right. Yeah. Mystery knife. I got fat wood in my beard.
All right, here's the deal, Jack. You're sweeping this shit up. And what are we doing on Machete Monday? How about that? What about Machete Monday? This is New Knife Friday. What?
So yeah, I know it's New Knife Friday, and you know, I just wanted to try something different. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, New Knife Friday doesn't get as much traction as the Machete Mondays because, well, Machete Mondays are cooler than New Knife Fridays because you actually get to see the things in use. So, for Machete Monday, we are going to be taking out the last of the Bodark tool, the brush parang or bush parang. It's one or the other. Anyway, it's a little bit more stout. It's got a little bit more thickness to it. I've already shaved off Beakman back there because that was kind of getting on my nerves. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate the likes and the comments. And hey, man, we broke 700 subscribers over this week. And man, I'm just over the moon about it. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you next time.
Ain't no need to write a song.